Greetings everyone and welcome to a review of the Transformers Lionizer and Pteraxadon, which are Battle Masters, and as you can see I've already very much removed them from the packaging. Let's get into it. So starting off with Lionizer, it's a pretty basic lion, cat, big cat transformer. I don't really know what else to say about it. The posability is pretty good. You have full articulation with a ball joint for the legs, which includes out, which is very nice, and that is on all legs the exact same. It will stand pretty well and pretty easily overall. At the head you do have some posability, but it does reveal this peg which goes into the transformation, which I'll get into in a moment. The tail is first off very big, but it does also have movement. You can go completely vertical all the way over to use it as like a gun or a turret, something like that. And yeah, overall, I like the general design of the Lion mode. Transforming it, it's a very simple process. Basically, just flip over the head, connect the sword at a flat angle, and then through some combination of movements for the legs, eventually you'll be able to get it into what is essentially sword mode, which looks alright. I'm not huge on this design, but it works for me. As for accessories, you do get a blast piece, I suppose, and this just connects onto the back of the blade, or the tail, depending on which mode you're in, and it basically has a visual effect of, energy or speed as you swing it. These, of course, are made for siege figures or the like, which they fit pretty well into the hands of. Here's a sound wave just for, the sake of this review. There we go. And yeah, they fit pretty well. The posability, really good. It means you can get some very nice little effects through actually adding these. And overall, I'm very happy with how this turned out. I got them mostly because I don't have any Cassetticons. So yeah, moving on to Pteraxadon. And moving on to Pteraxadon, you can see it's a pretty standard, once again, Transformers bird creature. Obviously, it's supposed to be a pterodactyl or something to that effect. Has little legs which are posable completely. You can either put them into the body or you can move them all the way back, like so. Very nice. That's the same on both sides. You do have some posability of the head, but once again, being completely vertical does reveal the peg, and the other way completely hides the entire head. So it's not ideal. As you just saw, you can move what becomes the either rifle barrel or handle of the weapon. That can be moved in or out. It's up to you whether you want it like this for animal mode or whether you want it like this. I kind of prefer it like this in some ways, but you do have a little tail detail here, so it doesn't make too much sense. As for the wings, you do have various points of movement. They're supposed to clip in here, and then they clip in somewhere around here. I think it's there, yeah. And that's for the flight mode, and then you move it in like that for the actual weapon mode. So changing it into weapon mode, you have the axe form, which just concerns you just basically reversing everything, and that becomes an axe. A pretty good axe overall, and generally I think that's pretty cool. The other transformation is very similar, and I'm not sure if it's really intentional, but you can turn it into a crossbow of sorts by just basically doing that and reversing it, turning it over. I kind of like this as an idea, and with the blast effect, which is like this, you can actually equip it like so, making it so that it works as a blaster, but the primary usage and the thing that is actually shown on the box is that you transform it into its axe mode, which quickly just finish off that, and then through pegs on there you can just clip it onto the wing, like so, and once again that just creates a smash effect which works really well. Once again, bringing in Soundwave, flipping it into his hand. This one is a little bit more difficult to fit, admittedly, but it still works very well. And overall, that's a really nice effect. And whilst you've already seen the comparison in weapon mode, this is their comparison in animal mode. They are obviously very, very small compared to regular siege figures, but I think generally, as I'm going to use them, which is as Cassetticons, I don't think it really matters. They work very well as Cassetticons, and they'll work very well with Soundwave in all future displays that I include them in. And Generally, they will fit with essentially any scale that you want, as long as you either expect them to be the actual size of a Transformer or smaller. They'll never be bigger than a normal Transformer wave or, general size, but not terrible overall, and I quite like them. And on that note, that is going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you next time. Bye!